Welcome back, true believers. This is Raktar, and today we're going to be using the power of the Water Lily to get some storyline progression. As you can see with the Water Lily, we can draw circles in the water, and that allows us to finally travel through water, of course with the only limit being our own ink supplies. At least we don't have to worry about getting wet anymore. I know. Now that you have this new power, let's use it to travel a bit further out of the village. I know there's a waterway for a ferry that went out of business around here. And he's gonna mark that, and it's in... I already know where it is, but... come on. It's in Shinshu Field. Is he gonna mark it? Oh, he did mark it. Alright, cool. Our little Sakuya is back to her old peppy self, but... there are still lots of guardian saplings that haven't blossomed. And naturally, that is the most major chunk of this game is, like basically they tell you right here, they reveal that the whole land has kind of come under a curse. They haven't really addressed all of the reasons for the curse yet. Ugh. I guess I need to put one water lily closer. But yeah, so now with this ability, which I got at the very end of the last episode, like I said before, when you're in the water in this game, you see, you have that little thing kind of showing how much swimming there is left that you can do. And of course, oh, and that's another sun fragment, cool. And so what this does, of course, is it allows you to create lily pads, not like that, with circles, all across the water, and of course, since you lack the ability to swim, that's perfect. And this will allow you to progress further in the game. And if you're a champion, you can do this, but I'm not a champion, and you can just kind of go where you're gonna land. Oh, but I missed it by a little bit. And once you get double jumping, it gets even better. But yeah, I like to just jump where I'm gonna go with the lily pad and then paint it, and it's really cool to just kind of land there. I'm not sure if there's anything on this island, by the way. I'm just kind of going out to it because it's like, I've got the ability to do so. I figure I might as well. Uh-oh. And you can actually draw one right under yourself, yep, and it will just kind of catch you. Oh. Oh, dude, you might need... no way. Come on. Like, you might need double jump to get on this island? I feel like... whatever. Yeah, I guess you need double jump to get on that island, and if I'm wrong about that, I'll come back when I get double jump, because double jump isn't too far into the game. But anyways, let me cut now to outside of the village. I'm gonna go outside of Kamiki Village, or to the first person that needs my help inside the village. So now here I am back again on the open road of Shinshu Field, and if I had done as I was originally instructed by, if I had done as I was... can I get all three of these? As I was originally instructed by my boy, Isun, I would have known that there was a gate to a ferry that I couldn't get to without that brush technique like he told me, like, but I didn't know that because I never bothered messing with it, so that was kind of my mistake. But I mean, it's really not that important. Did I get him too late to get his, whatever. I did, I got him, I did, can I get both of these with one? Sometimes, if you draw a nice, yep, except for I missed him, I didn't get him in time, but I broke his anyway, so it doesn't matter. But yeah, if I had originally searched around Shinshu Field, I would have known, oh, and there goes my, I missed my chance now because I'm out of ink. I would have known that there was a ferry that I was unable to take at this point in the game. And luckily I did good on damage in time, refilling my yen. I really do need to save yen, because you can actually buy shit with yen. And, as you can see, yet another one of the rewards of, getting rid of, Devil Gates is that you get boxes with, Vengeance Slips and other various items. So it really is worth your time to get rid of the Vengeance Slips, or get rid of the Devil Gates in this game. Let's see here. So the places he marked on my map were the art store, the little shrine. I'll visit those other places later because you don't necessarily have to visit them now. But what's over here? Oh, did he mark this? Yep. He most certainly did. And there is a demon gate, but let's go check out what's here. see here. What a pretentious sign. This here's a dojo. It's where people come to learn sword fighting and martial arts. But who knows if they'll train you here. Maybe if you're a good wolfie, they'll teach you a trick or two. I don't know what the sign actually says. Let's see. It's your dojo. This is a rundown dojo operated by some eccentric old man. So, I'm sure if I read Japanese, that would say something funny. Because I don't know what it means when it says, what a pretentious sign, because I can't read it. So, maybe it says something funny. I'm sorry, I don't read Japanese. My utter apologies. So let's see here. As you can see, there's a flaming pile of leaves here. Does that hurt me? But I've really got no way to get rid of it, so it's like, we will be able to come back later and make this pile of leaves do something, and it will yield an item to us. But for now, I guess we just have to accept that there's a flaming pile of leaves outside of this guy's dojo. But one thing I am going to do is, because I just did a devil gate, I'm going to get rid of this one and not show it. And I've beautified the area in front of the dojo. It looks much better this way. One thing I like to mention about this game is that I think it's really funny that... Oh, and by the way, that will have some significance later, but it does not have any significance right now. I like that the shadows in this game look like just like one single swipe from a paintbrush. It really just adds to the sweetness. But the dojo, this will get visited many times in this game. Like, the dojo is actually rather important because you learn a lot of really useful techniques by going to the dojo. Let's see, what business could a wolf like yourself have at a dojo like this? Certainly you haven't come to study the fighting arts with yours truly. So let's do this, and I'll show you kind of how the dojo works. I'd very much like to while away the hours and play with you, but I'm afraid that this place is far too dangerous for creatures like you. That is, of course, unless you can cover the training fee. So, oh, I can't... Alright, whatever. So I can't afford any of these for now, but I'll come back when I can. He has many awesome things to teach, like, it is a very useful thing. You're going to want all of his techniques, because he'll give you, actually, techniques that allow you to get more treasure, to break down bigger things. He will give you many very useful techniques as long as you continue going, and there's other dojos, which I will reveal to you in the style of games like this. Is that what they want? Oh, it is. Perfect. In the style of games like this, that man somehow gets to many other dojos throughout the land, possibly using some form of magic, but I do love that in games like this there's always, like, people who can just rando magically kind of go through the land and they don't need traveling time or any bullshit like that. Great, and scroll down my wandering artist. Oh, okay, that's, I think, just gonna give me tips on making sure that things stay well fed. Seriously, so much stuff eats seed. I feel like seed, but I may be wrong, is the most common food in this game. Like, I would not be surprised if seed feed bags are way more used than any other feed bag in the game, but I really have no way of showing it. So, another thing that I'm going to point out that you've probably already noticed if you've been watching these episodes, that is an awesome thing. Is that enough to bring it back? Sometimes if you don't do enough lines, it'll just kind of like, okay, that's another thing I'll have to show later on. For now, we know that there's some magical property to this. It's got a crack. But, one thing I like is these scrolls in the air that show where all the areas are, so you never really get too lost in this game. And you may be like, well, that's kind of cheap and maybe a little kind of dumb. But, I mean, realistically, you're a god. You should be allowed to know how to get to places. So, oh crap, I didn't do that circle well enough, and I could end up getting in trouble for it. So yeah, this is the waterway that Isun was referring to when Isun was like, oh, there's a waterway that is supposed to be for the ferry, but the ferry is not running right now, and if I talked to the sign back there, I'd know that the ferry's not running. And basically, I think Isun tells you, he's like, well, maybe we should go back and talk to Sakuya, and then maybe when we go back, the ferry will be running again. But since I did things out of order, you're not going to get to see that. It's not like a significant part of the game or anything, so don't don't sit there and be like, oh, I'm missing out because Raktar did the wrong thing. Because I really didn't, but yeah, it is basically the case that Isun will tell you... Oh, yeah, it is basically the case that Isun will just tell you that you can't do that yet, and you should probably go do something else. And he tells you what other thing to do. So as you can see, I've obviously missed something, and I'm going to cut, as to not waste the time, since I made the mistake, I'm going to cut over to the thing I obviously missed. Okay, so first may I just mention, it became nighttime. I just like it better when it's daytime in this game. There's a few things that you need it to be nighttime for, but in general, you can just do one of that. It's like your sun song in this game. Just draw a sun in the sky, and it's daytime again. And you can, everything looks all happy and nice. But anyways, I figured that was a good time to show that. Because as you can see right here, there's a spot that Isun has marked on my map. And, you know, the game made it very clear to go to the places that Isun had marked on the map. And me, being the douchebag of a fool that I am, I completely ignored the game's warnings, and I was like, go to the places marked on the map. Psh, we're just gonna do things the way I want to do it. And naturally, that didn't work out very well. So, we have a new enemy here. Some type of flying fish. There's a great way to take these things down. Later in the game, there's going to be an even better way to take these things down, but for right now, I believe you can sort of use your power slash to kind of chop its wings off. Yep. And that will do good. But later in the game, there is a move that is awesome for those things. And I'm not sure if Demon Fang is going to drop from that guy if I kill him. Oh, he's still alive! Oh, crap! I thought he... For some reason, I thought he was dead. I'm not sure I can power slash this guy yet, though. Yeah, it doesn't look like he's power slashable, so I'm going to need another power to be able to get rid of his badness. Let's just do it this way so I can save my ink. Get a nice power slash in on him. Yep, and poop out a little Demon Fang for old Amaterasu. And I actually did well. Of course I did. I rock. So you can totally tell that you're going in the right direction because the game puts a required fight in your way. But yeah, so if I had heeded Isun's initial advice, I would have known that there's something important over here. Legend of Orochi. I would have known that there is some importance to this little shack right here, and that there is something that I can do that will... So you're sleeping like a log, come back at night. P.S. I realized that I had a bunch of praise, so I decided to level up while I was waiting for the sun to go down. You know, I can't say the game wasn't clear about what to do. Like, it's not like they didn't tell me. Like, I've already said this in this episode, but it's not like they didn't tell me, to go explore everything, and I seriously just straight up ignored it. Even when Isun was like, come on, you gotta do the stuff. So you're, no. Hey there, you got a minute? Whoa, what's this little wisp doing here? Who are you calling a wisp? I'm Isun, the wandering artist. Well, you're a little ball of fire, aren't you? I'm Tama, the flaming pyrotechnist. That's what they call me. Flaming pyrotechnist Tama. Listen up, you two. I'm just about to set off a humdinger of a doozy. Take a look at that formula I posted on the wall there. Formula? My whole career as a pyrotechnist has led to that formula, friends. It's for a little firework I've dubbed the Midnight Wonder Boy. There's only one problem. Even though I know the formula is sound, it's not working right yet. I know. Listen, pup. You've got good eyes, fiery eyes, smoldering eyes. Maybe your red-hot glare is what I need to set this off. Feast your eyes on the greatest display the world has ever seen. Hold on to your hats, kids. Here I go with the brightest constellation in the sky, the Midnight Wonder Boy. And I think he's gonna trigger a cutscene and he's gonna need our help. Is he gonna need our help? Oh, yep, he totally is. So, you saw the formula on the wall. This is actually going to be kind of a complicated shape to draw with the PlayStation controller because it takes two separate motions, but as you can see, it wasn't that tough. But there we go. Beautiful fireworks display. That Tama may have a few screws loose, but boy, can he deliver. That light again. And, of course, that means we get a brush technique. The god of fireworks apparently is on our side. It's another constellation, Ami. Alright. It's the ancient constellation Bull standing on Bull. With wings, possibly. It's Red Bull. Oh no, it's a boar. Standing on firework. Uh-oh. These gods aren't very good at what they're doing. Amaterasu, origin of all that is good and mother to us all. Too often it is easy to forget that which we cannot see. Hidden away I had lost track of you, but now my soul is at ease. I, Bakugami, god of explosive force, lend my power to your cause. Use the cherry bomb to lay waste to foes and obstacles alike. And there's the power. And actually, I think the cherry bomb is the floral finisher to the imp that plays the taiko drum. So I'll have to try that in combat and show you how it works out. Did another brush technique? That was Bakugami. His technique is called cherry bomb. Tama's enthusiasm must have awakened the god's power in you. Well, what are you waiting for? Let's give that cherry bomb a try. What about that cracked wall over there? Why don't you try a cherry bomb on it? But be careful. Gulp. So, yeah, cherry bombs are pretty easy to draw. I think the circles don't have to be as good with a cherry bomb because the game knows that since you lift the brush and then set it down and draw a wick. Let's see here. Cherry bomb is one destructive technique. I mean, just think of what it could do to monsters. It's going to be tricky handling something that powerful, but I bet you'll be using it all the time once you master it. Alright, so let's see what's in this box. And now, of course, with the cherry bomb, remember earlier, oh, and our first treasure, finally. Worthless, so yeah, we're gonna get, you'll be like, rat statue, that's one of the 13 zodiacs, but guess what, it's not worthless, it's money. But, realistically, the whole thing about, damn it, the whole thing about statues is, you just sell them to vendors, like, you can go, like, look them up in the fan menu and see what treasures you've collected, because there's like a collection menu to be like, oh, I've collected all these things. But realistically, the most value that they have is the value of selling. So so I don't waste some more time, let me cut to me getting down this pathway again really quick here. And now, finally, I can use the cherry bomb technique on this door from earlier, except for I should probably draw a wick. Alright, that's obviously, I need a prettier circle than that. There we go. And it will instantly explode that, bringing us to the Agata Forest, which is the next place that you can probably guess has a guardian sapling that needs to be awakened, because look at how ugly and cursed it is, which every zone we get to is going to be like this. That evil would shun areas with so much grass and trees. It must really be some curse the way it's changed the forest. So let's see, look at my map for now. Yeah, as you can see, there's not a, like, look at how much of the forest this place has taken over. And of course, you may have noticed before that at night, the demons are way more likely, or the demon slips are way more likely to come chasing me at nighttime than they are during the day. I just thought I'd point that out, and then I'll finish this fight. And yeah, these demon slips, they will still come after you during the day, but they won't come from nearly as far away. Like, that's the major difference between night and day. Alright, now it's finally time to check. See if I can do this right, and see if a bomb is this guy's floral finisher. And it might very well be. Did that yield a demon fang? I must have, either I did it wrong, or a bomb is not his floral finisher. And I did badly in that fight. But anyways, I kind of lost track of what I was talking about before that fight began. Oh yes, I remember now. I was talking about how, at nighttime these slips will react more angrily to you. And in fact, just to make my life easier, can I put a sun in the sky even though it's cursed zone right now? I can make it daytime, and hopefully that won't come to bite me in the ass again like it did last time. But yeah, these slips, also, it has to do with level too. Like, there's different kind of levels of slips, and when you're at a lower level, these, the slips at different levels will come to attack you more readily than if you're at a higher level. And right now, because I went to a new area, I believe these slips in the area are at a slightly better level than the other ones. But, oh, what is happening? Oh, we see an evil shack, huh? What's this house doing in this cave? How could anyone live here with a curse zone spreading around? Well, I don't know. Maybe they like it here. And as you can see, there's a box in that fire, and we can't get to it yet, but we will be able to eventually. But for now, I'm going to end this episode right here. In the next episode, I will figure out how to get rid of the curse zone in Agata Forest. This has been Raktar. Thank you for watching.